How's it going, guys? JP here. Welcome back to Body Bags. This is week number 43. Of course, it is another theme week picked by Steve this time, Shock Extreme 1, and he decided to go with a little bit of found footage. Found footage is kind of an easy one to get a hold of. There are so many found footage films now, and I like some, I don't like some people hate them, some people love them. I find myself in the middle. If the film's good, I like it. If it's not, I don't like it, regardless if it's found footage or not. And I was actually doing some talking with Moods a few weeks ago on the podcast, and we both kind of had kind of an epiphany. It's like, we realized we actually like a lot of found footage films. So I guess I do like found footage films. Now that I really think about it, I guess I actually do like them, but I don't think it's because they're found footage. I just like any film when it's done right, and when found footage is done right, it really works. So with that said, let's jump into today's review, and that is a film that I've seen before. I liked it the first time I seen it. It's been years since I've seen it, 2009-ish, and I wanted to see if it held up. So I decided to watch Cloverfield from the year 2008 with the tagline of "Something has found us." So, Cloverfield follows a group of characters. One in particular is kind of the lead male. Now, he doesn't do the camera holding, but he's kind of the one that the film's kind of centers around. It's his story. And basically, we are introduced to him by him waking up in the morning and just filming out of a high-rise apartment in New York, right next to Central Park. You just see all the buildings. Really beautiful stuff there. It really kind of sets the mood for the size of the city. And he has a lovely young lady in his bed that he wakes up, and it seems like they are very affectionate towards each other, and they just are, having a good time. So they plan on going out for the whole day and doing all kinds of fun things, like going to like a carnival or something. I can't even remember what it was. And then it cuts 2 weeks later, 3 weeks later, 4 weeks later, something like that, 2 months later, 3 months later, and we are introduced to another group of characters who are using his camera, the brother, and they are throwing him a surprise party because he is moving away. He got a job opportunity, I believe it's out of the country, and they're throwing him a surprise party, and they want to film everything and get everybody's kind of like testimonials, like, hey man, I really love you, you're a great friend, blah blah. For when he leaves town, he'll have something nice to look back on all of his friends. So they throw him the surprise party, they put the camera in charge of the kind of goofy best friend, and he arrives, the party's going good, he's looking for the girl that we met in the beginning of the film the whole time. She shows up with another guy, it's kind of rocky. Things end up on the roof, he's telling his brother that, like, blah blah, he basically loves this girl, but, isn't willing to throw away his whole career, but he should, and he's having second thoughts, all that type of stuff, and then the film starts. So that's all set up, and it's actually it's done quite fast. It's not to where they, dwell on it. It gets moving really quickly. There's a huge loud like crash and like an earthquake type thing, and the power goes out, and it's pretty much chaos after that. Now, as one of the things that I kind of liked about the film is the first beginning of the part where they were, introducing the characters in the high-rise apartment, and they were being all affectionate and all that. As they went on their adventure, the film, they filmed the whole thing. But now they're using the same SD card and they're filming over all that stuff. So when they shut the camera off in the, post 3 weeks later or whatever, you get flashes of that original day that the two spent together and filmed their whole adventure. I thought that was kind of a neat thing, for found footage to do. It's been done before, but I thought it was pretty cool. So back to the film. Shit starts going down. Basically what's happening is there's a giant monster attacking the city, and these people are stuck in it. They have to get out. They're going to, subways and buildings and bridges, just trying to get out of the town. The military comes in, just craziness ensues. And what I kind of liked about this one is you're not dealing with some, government agent who, is retired and knows all these connections and is tied into everything that's going on, or, some cop who's, too good to, lay down, and he's like right involved with the whole creature thing. These are just average people caught in the situation, so we're seeing it from an average person's point of view. We don't know what's going on. They don't know what's going on. They just know what they see. And it really made it feel like you're there, like you're not involved in the big finding out what this creature is and how to stop it. You're just trying to survive and get out of the town and get your friends and family and loved ones out. Which brings me to the next point. They are looking for his, that girl that he was talking about, because she, went home, something fell on her, she's stuck in her apartment. And I kind of almost wish they maybe would have swapped out the girlfriend with like a sister or a mother or something, because it would have made it feel more genuine. Like all these friends and his friends and people are risking their lives, like journeying to the center of all the chaos to like save this girl. It just felt a little like, I don't know. But they do use the camera in ways like with night vision, and they use the flashlight on it, so it does kind of cover all of its bases in terms of found footage on being an actual reason why they're filming. I mean, there's still plot hole type things like that here and there, but for the most part, they kind of covered their bases. Now, the monster kind of looks like a giant, like, long-armed, pumpkin-head, Godzilla-style crazy monster. I like the idea of a found-footage giant monster movie. It seemed to blend really, really well. You see glimpses of the monster. You see him, full out sometimes. They don't show him too much. You want to see him more. You're trying to look at him like, oh, what is that? You're trying to really piece together what his full body looks like and things. Really done well there. CGI, lots of it, but I was, when I first seen this, I remembered being like, impressed. 2008 CGI doesn't look as good as you thought it did in your head. So yeah, I mean, it looked good, but there was, moments where you're like, yeah, that could have been done way better today. So CGI is always improving, and, but for the most part, pretty cool. This iconic scene of the Statue of Liberty's head rolling down a street doesn't look as good as I remembered it to. Yeah, I mean, I liked the film. I really did. I think that it, is kind of, it doesn't let up. It's just always moving, always in fear, always feel like the characters can be, like, attacked or die at any time. And I really liked the ending. I thought that the ending was done really well. I like how they ended it. I always dig the type of endings that's in this one. And it's an actual, like, found footage film. Found footage is kind of the term we use for the POV handheld camera style of filmmaking, but it originally came from actual, like, footage that they're saying they found. The gimmick of finding this footage, Blair Witch style. So it actually is one of those, which is kind of a little rarer nowadays. So yeah, Cloverfield was quite good. I really did enjoy it. I give Cloverfield a 7.5 out of 10, and I highly recommend it, man. It's a good time. It's a good found footage film. So PG-13, maybe could have used some more deaths and stuff. Would have definitely made it more, it would have definitely spiced things up a bit, because there's not a whole lot of deaths and stuff, but the threat of dying is always present. So I'll see you guys next time with another review, next week with another theme picked by Mood616. See you guys next time.